Captain William Kidd, a Scottish pirate from the 17th century, is one of the most infamous names in pirate lore. His story is filled with adventure, betrayal, and mystery, but the greatest mystery of all is, where is Captain Kidd's treasure? Many believe that Kidd buried a vast fortune somewhere, but despite centuries of searching, the location of this fabled treasure remains unknown. In this article, we'll explore the life of Captain Kidd, the legend of his hidden loot, and the theories surrounding where the treasure might be. Who was Captain Kidd? Born in Scotland around 1645, William Kidd began his career as a privateer, a sailor hired by governments to attack and capture enemy ships during wartime. Privateering was a legal form of piracy, and Kidd worked for the British Crown, preying on French ships during the war between England and France in the late 1600s. In 1696, Kidd was given a commission by the British government to hunt down pirates in the Indian Ocean. However, somewhere along the way, Kidd himself turned to piracy, capturing merchant ships and stealing valuable goods. This decision would eventually lead to his downfall. The capture and trial of Captain Kidd. Kidd's most famous capture was the Quebec Merchant, an Armenian ship loaded with valuable goods like gold, silver, and silk. The ship's owner was an influential Indian merchant with ties to the East India Company, and this capture caused an international scandal. The British government, which had initially backed Kidd, quickly disavowed him, fearing the consequences of angering powerful trading partners. Kidd was eventually captured in 1701, brought to trial in England, and convicted of piracy and murder. He was hanged in London, and his body was gibbeted, hung in chains, as a warning to other pirates. However, before his execution, Kidd hinted that he had hidden a great treasure, fueling centuries of speculation. The legend of Captain Kidd's treasure. The story of Captain Kidd's buried treasure quickly became legendary. According to the myth, Kidd stashed away gold, jewels, and other valuables in secret locations to prevent them from being seized by authorities. His execution left many questions unanswered, and treasure hunters have been searching for his hidden loot ever since. Several locations have been linked to Kidd's treasure. 1. Gardiners Island, New York. One of the most famous locations connected to Captain Kidd's treasure is Gardiners Island, off the coast of Long Island, New York. According to historical records, Kidd stopped at the island in 1699 and buried a small cache of treasure with the permission of the island's owner, Jonas Gardiner. Kidd later retrieved part of the treasure before being arrested, but some believe that more remains buried on the island. 2. The Caribbean Sea, with its many islands and hidden coves, is another area often associated with pirate treasure, including that of Captain Kidd. It is believed that Kidd may have hidden some of his loot on islands such as Tortuga, Hispaniola, or the Bahamas, all famous pirate havens during the 17th century. Captain William Kidd's journey to the Indian Ocean led him to the island of Madagascar, a notorious pirate base during that era. Historians believe that if Kidd had hidden any treasure, it could be on or near Madagascar, where pirates often buried their loot in remote locations to keep it safe. Another theory suggests that Captain Kidd buried some of his treasure along the Connecticut River in the United States. Legend holds that Kidd sailed up the river and hid a portion of his wealth somewhere along its banks. Treasure hunters have long searched the area for any trace of the loot, but nothing definitive has been found. Over the centuries, treasure hunters have scoured these and other locations in search of Kidd's missing fortune. Expeditions have been launched to Madagascar, the Caribbean, and various spots in the northeastern United States. While some small findings have been uncovered, no one has found the massive treasure that the legends describe. In 2015, a team of underwater archaeologists discovered a large silver bar off the coast of Madagascar, which some speculated might be part of Captain Kidd's treasure. However, after further investigation, experts determined that the bar was not from Kidd's era, and the mystery remains unsolved. One reason the treasure might never be found is that it may not exist at all, or it could have been recovered long ago. It's possible that Kidd never actually buried any large fortune, and that the rumors were simply part of pirate myth-making. Additionally, if Kidd did hide treasure, it might have been taken by others after his death or lost due to natural disasters like hurricanes or erosion over time. Another possibility is that Kidd's treasure is hidden in such a remote or well-concealed location that it has simply been overlooked by treasure hunters. The legend of Captain Kidd's treasure continues to capture the imagination of adventurers and historians alike. Despite centuries of searching, the location of the pirates' hidden loot remains a tantalizing mystery.